All right, well, it's been a decent while. What was it? It was like June 8th, I believe, that the demo release. Where's my camera? Where's my chat? Oh, it's on. It's just not showing the conversation up to this point is all it is. Yeah, it was June 8th when the demo released. The full game is out now. There's the thingamabob. And because you can transfer your save data from the demo to the full game, we can just literally continue from where we left off. And it was a long demo. It was the first 13 parts of the series. But the thing is here, the Fire Emblem Three Houses adventure is never gonna end, it seems like, because we're never leaving the world of Fódlan. So this will be part 14 of the Three Hopes series. The Three Houses series went up to 305 parts, so, you know, we're well over 300 episodes of the world of Fódlan. In terms of actual live streams, this is currently stream 70. We did 68 streams of Fire Emblem Three Houses, and then did one stream of the demo of this, and now it's stream 70, so yeah. I think that by the time this adventure is over, I will have streamed the world of Fódlan over 100 times, most likely. That is my prediction right now. We'll see if we get to that point. So, you know, there's that. I did make a little bit of progress since last time, doing like a smidge of grinding and whatnot. So some classes are a little bit different because I have like some classes that I maxed out and stuff and went into other classes. Yeah, the Fódlan saga, it just never ends. Also, hope you're doing well today, Mortis and Anima. So Edelgard's a brigand now because she mastered the freaking thingamabob. Her armored knight, or whatever the heck her unique thing was. Also, something that I'm noticing, like I kind of noticed before, but I'm like especially noticing now that I find particular, is Edelgard doesn't have a mirror as, you know, her trademark axe is her weapon in this yet. Maybe it's a thing that she gets later or something like that. I was like, oh, maybe the main lords just don't start with their main weapons. But then when I look closer at the cover art, I notice that on the cover art, freaking Dimitri has his trademark hero's relic, and so does Claude with Failnaught and Eredbar there. But Edelgard has not a mirror, has not her trademark axe. She has something else instead, and it's got me thinking like, oh, what's the situation going on with that? Is that something that we're gonna find out as the story goes on? So that's something that I've been thinking about a decent bit lately. Yeah, is Gonzo. I don't know why. Maybe it's a thing that we'll get later or something like that. Hello, Azzy. How's everyone today? It's Saturday over there. It's still Friday over here. It's still the release day over there. I was planning on streaming this earlier, but I was spending time with family and whatnot. I was like, I'll just stream this later tonight. So that's what happened here. How are you doing today, Azzy? So yeah, you're brigand. You're the same as before. Bernadetta only just recently maxed out Archer, so I was like, okay, I'll throw you into Brigand. I don't know if you'd get, like, Death Blow, like Brigand gets in, Three Houses, and if Death Blow would even be as good in this as it was in Three Houses, but I figured, just in case, because it was really good in Three Houses, I'll do this. Like, I'll learn what the meta of this is as it goes on. I'm actually really enjoying the game so far from what I've played up to this point. I mean, we only just started this stream, but from what I've played in this game up to this point, I've been enjoying it. I've been having a good time. It does seem to rely on you having experience with the story of Fire Emblem Three Houses, though. It seems like it does seem to rely on that. So Guzma picked it up today as well, and he hasn't played Three Houses. He owns Three Houses, but he never played it. So I gave him like a Fire Emblem Three Houses wacky plot summary like a few days ago. So there was that. Compared to the previous Fire Emblem Warriors, how is it? It does take like a lot of things from the original Fire Emblem Warriors, like the whole pair up adjutant kind of thingamabob with like the dual strikes and the dual guard thingamabob, but you know, it does some cool other things as well. Like when Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity came out, it introduced ZR as a new button. This has ZR as an attack button as well, except it's unique to each character. So while this game does have clones like the original Fire Emblem Warriors, like with your moveset being based on your class, the ZR attack is something that's like completely unique to that character. So that's something neato, and there's like a bunch of personal skills and whatnot that differentiate them. So even if a couple of characters share the same moveset, there will be things that differentiate them. That's one of my favorite things that they improved on compared to the original Three Houses Fire Emblem Warriors there. Anyone else's class change since then? Nah, I don't think so. It's not like I put in like a ludicrous amount of time or anything like that. I was thinking about potentially, I noticed how at the item shop over here, like, I can't get any more intermediate seals. Probably have to wait until, like, the next month. Wait, didn't I use this layout for this game? I think I used this layout for this game. So that makes me wonder if it restocks each month, and I'm honestly just debating about buying, like, the full stock of gifts right now because screw it. You got an eye for quality, friend. Should I do this? Is this really a good strat? I don't think I do this every month, but maybe for this first one, for funsies. Something tells me you've got an eye for quality, friend. Oh, this is a bad idea. I'm looking at my funds now. Oh, man. Hope to see you again soon. I mean, it definitely looks better than that. I mean, part of me feels like it looks good. Part of me feels like it looks off. In a way, yeah. Got an eye for quality, friend. Got a bit of an eye for quality. How are you doing today, Prisma Wyvern? But yeah, and you has yours as well. Nice there, Anima. Boy, was that really a strat. Also, some other stuff. So, you know how I couldn't do this thing because it said to complete all side missions in the area? Yeah, it was kind of brought to my attention that doing all the side missions in the area, it isn't these things. It isn't S rank. It's all the in-battle, like, side objectives where, like, for example, I think it was this map where it's like, go support this mage person, the monk, so that they can persuade the Myrmidon to come over to your side. And you also need to, like, defeat these 6 enemies before 3 or 4 minutes run out, or something like that. This was the one where it's like, do the thingamabob on the side with the thief. And this is the one where it's like, take out all the enemy commanders before fighting Sedith. Now, look at all the buttons at the bottom here. Like, there's switch pages. Doesn't show it. It shows, like, your ranks on easy, normal, hard. Details. Nope, that's the S rank reward. And, you know, that there. View log. That's this stuff. Like, that was me changing classes earlier. None of the freaking buttons here show whether you have it done yet or not. So I didn't know which ones I had done and which ones I hadn't done. So I just had to do all 3 of them over a couple times, making sure that I got, like, all the side objectives if I failed them. So now I can get whatever the hell this is. Just go to scout who had completed their mission and gain information from them. Like, plenty of information. I do hope that you find it useful. Yes. That information seems to be accurate. Now we can take the enemy by surprise. Obtain the following blaze. Okay, genius topographer. I got this for 100%ing an area. There we go. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I don't know why that is. Like, you can't even check your progress towards it. I really hope that there aren't a lot of things that, you know, have that requirement. I mean, to be fair, maybe they fixed it for the full game. This is still a demo. This is the full game here. I'm gonna be honest with you. I pranked y'all. Gosh dang, I forgot to download whatever update there was. Okay, anyway. So yeah. While we're waiting, though, usually when, oh, we're not gonna be waiting very long. So, there's that. Maybe it's, yeah, get freaking pranked. It's probably just the same thing. It's probably literally just the same thing, right? Also, is my chat not on? There we go. Jeez, I could have sworn oh, it's because it's like switcheroo for the different layouts or something like that. Oh, anybody watching this on YouTube after the fact would have just thought that I was talking to myself this whole time and thought that I was crazy. Anyway, usually whenever a new game comes out, if there was like some sort of a pre-order bonus that came with it, I usually try to like show off the pre-order bonus and you know, whatever came with it. It didn't seem like there was anything this time. So how about I do you one better and I instead show you the freaking Mario Strikers Battle League pre-order bonus. Because I forgot to cover this when we covered Mario Strikers. We just hopped right into Mario Strikers, and I forgot that I was holding a pre-order bonus this whole time. So, you know, while we, while if this did come with a pre-order bonus, I'd show it off. Because that didn't happen, let's do you one better. And oh yeah, there's still the bar from the 24-hour charity stream. Oh, that was like a month ago now. We can take that away now. Let me do you one better. Let's look at some freaking, let's look at some soccer things. Whoa, isn't that crazy? This is so much better than, like, Fire Emblem right now, isn't it? Oh, look at Waluigi. Oh, it's so great. We're having such a better time right now than we would be if we were looking at a pre-order bonus for Fire Emblem Three Houses. Am I right? Or Three Houses, Three Hopes. That's what I meant. Whoa, it's so cool. I'll like put these up on my wall at some point. Like there was equivalent cards that came out for a triangle strategy, and I have them up like there above the Charles Martinet and Mario poster. You can kind of see them lined up. I'll find some place for these. Anyway, wasn't that great? Wasn't that like so exhilarating and cool, showing off cards for a completely different game? I sure had a fun time. That was, you know, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm just defaulting the 3 houses. Yeah, let's import the save. I did save like right before I closed the demo, right? I did do that, right? I think I did. I'm fairly certain I did. If I didn't, it was from a little bit ago. All that would mean is that I'd have more of my money back and less gifts, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because I think that might have been a dumb play on my part. Okay, I did save. Okay, I did do that. Look, here's the full game. Wow, version 1.0.1. Wow. Crazy, man. Anyway, so now there's things like extras. This might have been here before. I don't know. Let's see here. So now that there's the full game out, there are some things that are available now that we couldn't do before. Apparently, this game gives you some bonuses if you have save data on your Switch for Fire Emblem Warriors and for Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, unlike a different game that we do not speak of, the bonuses that are added in this are like purely stuff that you can get just by playing the game. It's not like exclusive things that you can only get by owning these other games, like games I should say we don't speak of. It's not like there's like permanently missable locked content. It's apparently just like some funds and things, which could actually pay off that gift buying. So apparently, if you go into bonuses, amiibo presents from the pause menu account, select bonuses, amiibo present, touch an amiibo to the NFC area to receive a weapon or item. Presents can be received once per day per amiibo. You can receive up to 5 presents a day using different amiibo. What game? Oh, let me tell you. Aggressive piano starts playing in the background. Let me sing you a song about the, Fire Emblem, amiibo usage will reset at the start of a new day. Once reset, you can use the same amiibo again. Wow. So yeah, save data bonuses. If you have save data from certain games, you can select bonuses, save data bonuses from the can't pause menu to acquire golden items. To receive save data bonuses, you will need save data from other Fire Emblem Warriors or Fire Emblem Three Houses. I have save data from both. We've covered both of them on the channel. There we go. You obtained a bonus for having Fire Emblem Warriors save data. 5,000 gold, 50 smithing stones, 5 owl feathers. So yeah, just a little bonus that helps you get whatever the heck in-game, instead of being something that, you know, is permanently inaccessible unless you own those other games, you know? So, there's that. So, we just got 10k back, at least, and like 100 smithing stones and 10 owl feathers, so there's that. So, I probably won't be able to, I won't be able to redeem that ever again. Let's try the amiibo presents thing, or Bob. Because I keep my amiibo up on this shelf. I'm gonna need to stand up. I wonder if there would be anything special for tapping the Byleth amiibo, is what I wonder. Let's find out. Let's see here. Let's see if that's a thing. 3,000 gold? Okay, I don't know if there's anything special for that. Let's put that back up there. All right, next up, Zelda Loftwing amiibo. Oh my goodness, that's so bright when there's like all this white around. Because not just like the white of the light behind my camera that's helping to illuminate my face. When that screen is open, then, you know, this in front of me is all white. I have OBS open over here that shows the game, so that's all white. And I have the stream open over here, so that becomes white. So I literally get surrounded by white during that. So forgive it being really bright. Let's tap freaking ravioli. Give me the formioli over here. That's what we do. Wow, 1,000 gold. Okay, yeah, so this could rack up over time. All right, Mifa. Boopity bop. A steel lance. Whoa. How about Woof Link? Is what we do. Bada bing, bada boom. Was that 5? Yeah, that was 5. That was 5. Okay, there we go. I mean, they'll all give bonuses. As long as you have, like, any amiibo at all, they'll give bonuses. So that's all 5. Nintendo really seems to like that number of 5 for amiibo bonuses and such, don't they? They very much seem to like that. Should we just head on? I know I have a couple support conversations, but I feel like I should just get the battle underway so that, you know, the battle and whatnot can be part of the same part, and then we can see, like, the support conversations afterwards or something like that. Wonder how they implemented the amiibo bonus system. They code all cases or group them. I assume that it's just, like, all amiibo, most likely. Most likely. After we did the demo, we've done all the things that we can here for this month, so I mean. So we may as well just move on to the next battle here. Whoa. So, if you move on to, like, another area after you've done the main battle, does that mean that you only get like one shot at getting the S rank reward for the main battle? Like, how does it work? Only have one shot at getting Ambrosia? Maybe enemy level 20. I'm still nowhere close to that. Preparations for war now complete. The Imperial Army arrives at Girakamaka Monastery. The time has come to sack the seat of the Central Church. Yeah, let's Let's go ahead and do that. Wait, what? Intern Kun who had to code all amiibo cases? There are many amiibo support. No, I mean, you could just say, like, if it's an amiibo, if it's a, well, would it be something complicated to code there? I don't know. You could probably just slap in, like, if you could probably just copy paste, like, if you select any one of these if statement, if any of these are found, do the function and give a bonus or something or other. I don't know. The Battle of Garrick Mach, the thing that we've been waiting several weeks for. Unless you're watching this over on YouTube and you've been watching them like one a day, in which case you've only been waiting like, what, a few days? I don't know. It's taking a while to load. It seems like...
Feels like an eternity since I've seen the walls of Garrick Mach.
I know, right?
Who knew we'd leave as students and return at the head of the Imperial Army? Lady Rhea must be so angry at us. Oh, why did I agree to come along?
We'll be lucky if angry is as far as her feelings go on the subject. I imagine she's apoplectic.
I don't know that word, but it has way too many syllables not to be scary.
The Knights of Seros will likely fight tooth and nail to stop us.
Well, we've got teeth and we've got nails, so I don't care who we're facing. I'll brush them all aside.
Worry not. While they may have a monastery to hole up in, we possess the superior numbers. Garrick Mach is well fortified, but not impregnable.
Cautious approach.
I can't assume victory based on numbers alone. Anything could happen.
Is the auto advance still crap? I'll try it out for a little bit.
So
Otherwise, I'm going back to manually pressing A.
Good. And remember, our goal is to seize the monastery, not raise it to the ground.
Oh my goodness, the frame rate.
Soldiers are ready, Your Majesty. We can begin the attack at once.
The scouting is also finished.
Yeah, the auto advance is still pretty bad.
We know with certainty where the enemy will be taking its positioning. We are owing this to Monica and her perfect memory. She has incredible knowledge of this place.
I'm turning off the auto advance because it sucks.
As usual, Monica, your talents are invaluable.
I really didn't do much, Your Majesty. That is, it was truly an honor to assist you. Not to say I've finished helping you, of course. In fact, I am always at the ready.
Don't ever change, Monica. And finally, who do we have here?
This is my little sister Fleisch. I was given approval to make her my attendant.
Fleisch von Bergley's at your service, Your Majesty. My brother and I are, in your hands.
Ah, so you're Caspar's famous aunt who's actually younger than he is.
Yes, Your Majesty. The very same.
Fleisch is too green for battle, but she'll be providing support from behind the front lines.
You can rely on me.
I realize saying this might make the situation worse, but there's no need to be so nervous. If you act to the best of your abilities, all will be well. Now then, everyone, the time has come. The time to take Garrick Mach and reclaim Fódlan.
And then we win the game, right?
Straight into the maw of our enemies, eh? Ooh, how exciting. Is this where I should talk about my heart racing?
Huh? Since when do we talk about your feelings? That's new.
New since the demo there. Gain control of all strongholds. Defeat conditions none. Okay, let's see here. So choosing strategies. For the main quest of each chapter, you'll be able to select the strategies before battle. Apparently, this is also how recruiting potentially recruitable characters works. Is you get like strategic points as you go around the map leading up to the final battle, and then during the final battle, you can like redeem one of the strategies as recruiting somebody. I even see on the tutorial there being persuade Happy for, I guess, recruiting her. Yeah, Arvel isn't in Three Houses. Wait, is Arvel a she? I thought Arvel was a he, though I guess I actually don't know. I guess it's up to interpretation. It might be like Undertale, where the design is meant to be up to interpretation. I don't know. There are many types of strategies. Some strategies determine unit positions at the start of a battle, and some activate during battle to provide an advantage. To select a strategy, you need strategy resources, which can be acquired by capturing regions on the war map. You can also add to your roster of strategies by surveying spots on the war map. Okay, so persuade. Oh, there's a couple of the Ashen Wolves here. we don't really know a whole lot about Arvel so far. They seem to be like the kind of equivalent of Sothis, where, you know, they're a voice inside our head, much like Sothis was in Three Houses. We honestly don't really know who they are right now. I would guess that they're one of the, what were they called? Like, Nabateans, the ancestors of those who slither in the dark, most likely. No, that was the other way around. The, Garthans. The Nabateans were the ancient dragon Dudos. The Garthans were the ancient people Dudos in the Three Houses lore. I got them mixed up. So persuade Constance, persuade Happy, and then we'll get them as new units, right? Yeah, so over the past like day today, I've been looking into some of the mechanics of this game, like how do I make sure I recruit people so they don't like die? And this is how you do it. So I can do one more strategy now that, you know, they're established. Bolster defenses, temporarily reducing damage taken by allied strongholds. Spread flames to continuously damage enemies within an area. This is the thing that I 100%ed the area for, so I should do this, right? Assign a brawler unit to protect allies as they advance. Begin the battle with allied strongholds stocked with healing items. Slightly strengthen allies for a period of time at the start of battle. I think this was the thing I 100%ed the area for. I'm fairly certain. Yeah, so something like that. Cracked walls are displayed on the map as that. Interact with one as an armored class to destroy and create a path. Specifically armored. I mean, do I have anyone in armor right now? It's probably meant for like Edelgard if you have her in her her normal thingamabob. I gave her the new class of Brigand rather than the Armored Knight. I don't think I have Armored Knight for anyone. So I'm gonna go unlock Armored Knight. This is what I'm gonna do. Because I didn't realize that you need apparently somebody in a suit of armor to break down the crumbling wall, because that makes perfect sense or something, I guess. So Arvel is a dude. Okay. Okay. But yeah. Yeah, it seems like the kind of thing where it could be up to interpretation, but yeah, I guess it's meant to be like, you know, opposites from Sothis, a change of pace and whatnot. All right, I'm gonna run over here. I could put Bernadetta into the armored thingamabob. I was thinking about doing that, and then she becomes like the true social recluse. I was about to slap Edelgard into the armored class to be that, because look, she has Armored Lord like mastered, so I'd rather her gain experience in something. Oh, we can see all the way down to here now because, you know, the full game. So I think it's, oh, interesting. So it's putting Trickster and Master classes, since, you know, it's just part of the main game in this as opposed to like DLC like it was in Three Houses. Interesting. So now the Thief line goes all the way down to Trickster, huh? Makes me wonder if that's the way that I should, like the line that I should bring down Petra. I do wonder. So this would be like Edelgard's final unique class there. Huh. Intriguing. Wait. Do these not go into, do you have to do this line now? Oh, yeah, gotta do this line now. You gotta do these thingamabobs if you want to be a Dark Knight or Holy Knight. Oh. And if you want to be a Great Knight, you gotta go down the Armored line. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I could slap Edelgard into it, and it's pretty similar to, like, her Armored Lord class anyway. But, you know how much funnier it would be to slap Bernadetta into the Armored Knight class instead? Let's do it. Oh, man. Fear potential time rewinds and future pilots fight. Yeah, that'll be a bit of a concern.
How do I look?
Great. Now you can be like the true social recluse there. That's Armored Knight. So I'll bring Bernie along, and she can destroy the walls in that case. Oh man, this is gonna be great. I've been streaming for close to half an hour now, but we had like the 6-minute starting soon screen up. So in hindsight, if I just do like the support conversations right now, would probably bring us up to like close to half an hour part, and then we can do the battle for the other part. I was just planning on doing like the smidge of introduction and then the battle, but like at this point, with how long this is taking to get the battle underway, it's seeming like it might be more worth it to just do the support conversations and then do the battle, and that's where it cuts into like a new part, because I don't know how long the battle's gonna take. So that's what's winding up happening for no other reason than the game told me that I can only break cracked walls with an armored character. I didn't currently have an armored character. I could have just reclassed Edelgard to like her Armored Lord thing or blah on the spot, but I didn't want to do that. Let's see what the hell Hubert has to say to us. He's a bit of a jerk, so let's see what he has to say.
Well, there's a face I'm not used to seeing on the training grounds. Something wrong, Hubert?
I have merely come to examine the equipment. I hear whispers that it is in quite the state. Further, my being here should come as no surprise. Her Majesty and I train in these grounds often.
I don't know, is that true?
No kidding? I don't think I've ever seen you two around here.
Naturally. We tend to pick times that allow us to avoid a crowd. In any case, if you do desire a session with either myself or Her Majesty, you only need ask. A mercenary with no backing such as yourself has much to gain by earning Lady Edelgard's favor. Of course, we would not be without benefit. Your rise in standing would paint an ideal picture for our people.
How do you mean?
Many commoners crave progress, a path upward in life. And your example would prove that path exists.
That's like the classic idea of the American dream being promoted. Getting people to come to the States to pursue the American dream and whatnot. I don't know how much of a idea that is, you know, anymore nowadays, but I know that, you know, for a long time, that was like one of the big kind of things that the States was promoting. That's what that kind of reminds me of, but for the Adrestian Empire.
Would never expect to see their emperor train alongside someone of your dubious origins. At least not outside the pages of a fairy tale.
I'll laugh.
Origins. Little harsh, don't you think? Still, it doesn't sound too bad if I can use that to help lift people up.
On the other hand, your presence would also cause great turmoil amongst the elites of our society. They may even despise you. A symbol of the ungrateful commoner, granted privilege well beyond their station.
Oof. But hey, Dorothea's a commoner too. Why don't they hate her?
Dorothea is a famed former songstress, well esteemed in the upper echelons of society. Your situation is vastly different.
Right. Well, no point worrying about it if it's gonna happen no matter what.
Precisely. Things may yet change in the years ahead. But for now, all we can do is live with it.
So coddling the elites means the commoners end up oppressed, while hoisting commoners up only agitates the elites. Glad I'm not the one who has to rule the empire. This whole thing sounds like a total mess.
A mess indeed.
Well then, there's a port level C. But Boris is an American. The American dream is dead in your opinion. Believe nowadays it is still an idea specifically for people like illegal migrants who risk their lives getting to the US and all the hardships they endure for getting it. Like, in terms of that respect, it still is, but it's not as much of a thing for like the US themselves like promoting this idea and being like, you should totally like come to our country and like lend your labor and whatnot and, you know, come on down and, you know, help grow our country. Nowadays the state seems a lot more averted to bringing in, you know, people from other countries and whatnot. It feels like back in the day it was a lot more like, yes, come here, pursue the American dream, let's get like more working hands here, it's gonna be great and whatnot. And so, but nowadays it's just like, other people, stay out, you know. That's the impression I get as a Canadian. Is the case. But yeah, there's that's the impression that I get, at least. I don't know what it's really like over there or whatnot, but here on the other side of the border in the land of Canada, that's at least the impression that I get.
And that's the situation. Now put your head down and see it done.
Leave it to me. I can do this blindfolded.
And don't neglect your night training. You'll be a wreck in the morning if you don't put the hours in.
What kind of lazy jerk do you take me for? Of course I'd never skip my training.
Very good. Well, I must be going. It seems you have a visitor anyway. So, farewell.
Wait, a visitor? Oh, hey, Petra. Sorry, were you waiting for me? What can I do for you? Everything all right? You don't look so good.
I am well. You have my thanks for your concern.
You sure? I can walk you to the infirmary. I think Professor Manuela is in, actually.
No, I am well. Do not be troubling yourself.
If you say so.
I do. Caspar, I was not realizing that your father was visiting.
Yeah, he dropped by to talk to Edelgard and some of the others. Guy's so busy he hardly stays in any one place for more than a few hours.
I must be remembering that.
Oh, you have some business with him?
No.
Not hey, sorry.
I pressed A way too early. I'm so sorry. This is what happens when I manually advance, but like the auto advance is so bad.
Huh? Oh, Edelgard is needing you. I was coming to tell you. She appeared quite upset. Her composure was almost lost.
Wait, she's mad at me? Oh no, I totally forgot she wanted to see me. Thanks, Petra. You're a lifesaver.
One day, I will be having revenge. Leopold von Bergles. You will be ruined the day you stole my father's life.
Yes, the whole "your father killed my father" plot line from Three Houses, I recall. Yeah, it could well be more as about, you know, the excuse for that, potentially. I don't know a whole lot about what it's like living in the States. Like, I was born in the States. I technically have dual citizenship with the States. I come from Texas. But, you know, I moved here when I was 2 months old because my parents were like, yeah, this maybe isn't the place to raise a child, you know? So they decided to move here to the land of Canada since there's, you know, family here and whatnot. So I don't really know what it's like firsthand living in the States. I don't have any memory of being there at all. But the impression I get as a Canadian, at least, is that it's a bit of a, you know, sketchy place when it comes to openness to other nations, is the impression I get, at least. Also, what's the award thing, Bob? Take your award! Is there an award for putting in over 300 hours of Three Houses? That'd be cool. I'd appreciate like a little handcrafted trophy to you for putting in over 300 hours to Fire Emblem Three Houses and making over 300 parts on YouTube. Nintendo Intelligent Systems, Koei Tecmo, whoever the heck, if I could get a handcrafted trophy by mail, that would be great. That'd be fantastic. Yeah, might be good to leave that as is for now. I don't want to, like, you know, put the damper on. Like, if it's something that you guys do want to, you know, genuinely talk about, can always, you know, talk about it a bit in the Discord server, as long as it's all respectful and whatnot. There have been some cases of people getting into political talks in the Discord server and it getting like very dramatic. We don't like that kind of thing, but just like honest, genuine, like civil debate and other takes that are like, huh, this is an interesting way of seeing it, but this is the way that I see it. Those are cool. That kind of stuff is, you know, cool to see. So, you know, I don't try to promote a whole lot of politics in the Discord server because it's very easy for it to get into the state of like, oh my gosh, you know. I've seen it happen a couple times in the Discord server, but as long as it's, you know, kind of like the way that it is here, it's like, yeah, that's probably okay, you know? Like, that's the way there. That's your case too with one of your dual nationalities. Moved out when you were like 2. The only time you remember a lot about the other country was that one summer vacation you visited your grandparents. And while it was interesting, it was vacations and not living, so it's quite different. Yeah, so don't really get like the full experience of what it's like to truly live there and whatnot. Because I have my, you know, dual citizenship with the States, and because I have my Sprachdiplom from the German bilingual program, that means that in the future I have opportunities in Canada, in the States, and in Germany. I have my options open, but I'm leaning towards just sticking around in Canada. But if I really wanted to like venture out into the world and pursue something out in the world, you know, elsewhere, potentially the States or Germany. Canada is my first option. Germany's my second option. The States is my last option. is the case. I might have to skip the cutscenes here. Doors open in Germany. Does it also open for Europe? I'm actually not sure. There was I think that there was a thing where if a relative above you still had like citizenship over in Europe, you could get like a European passport or something like that. I think that that's something that my mom was planning on doing while my oppa was still around, her dad, but he unfortunately passed away late last year, and that I don't think that that's something that we can do anymore there. I know that it opens up the opportunity for school or work in Germany, but I don't know what the specifics on that are. I don't even have a passport right now. I'm booked for an appointment to renew my passport even. So there's that. But yeah, there's some cool things in Germany. And there were some interesting things on the exchange trip that we took to Germany and whatnot. I remember some family members was also looking into doing that with German nationality. Yeah, it seems like a cool thing, Bob, that you can do that we probably can't anymore. Anyway,